are a few food options you might want to avoid when you're trying to lose a few pounds.
Strawberry! Made with lightning! Real lightning! Sports! You'll be good at them!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unhealthy health foods.
Now we're gonna take some whipped cream. We're gonna put some toppings on our smoothie. I love putting toppings on here.
For this list, we're looking at foods you think are healthy but aren't. These are foods that are marketed as part of a nutritious diet, but which should be eaten in moderation. However, as always, speak to your healthcare professional if you've got any questions regarding your diet.
Do you want any food with your meal?
Well, what do you have?
Well, we have things shaped like this in green, or things shaped like that in brown.
Number 10. Veggie Patties.
Red Robin caters to a lot of different tastes. They even have a garden burger just in case your teenage daughter's going through a phase.
This meat alternative is a quick solution for both seasoned vegetarians and those wanting to avoid red meat at their next barbecue. But don't be fooled. Meat-free doesn't always mean healthy.
Oh, I see what it is. Their veggie burger is basically a hamburger with nothing in it. It's just all the toppings. So a veggie burger is just veggies, which is interesting. I was totally expecting a type of patty or something.
While veggie burgers might be lower in calories and fat than their meat-based counterparts, many commercial brands are not actually all that high in veggie content, and instead are packed with chemicals, preservatives, unhealthy oils, or fillers like soy to make them more burger-like. If you really want a healthy alternative, avoid the processing by making your own with beans and grains, or just use a big portobello mushroom instead.
Those are so juicy and good. I got it all over me.
Number 9. Sports drinks.
50 more! Let's do it again!
We've all seen the advertising that claims these products will help you rehydrate after a killer workout.
Try Power Thirst! Energy drinks for people who need gratuitous amounts of energy!
And thanks to their added electrolytes like sodium or potassium, they might just do that. However, we said a killer workout. We did not say a leisurely stroll around the block with your dog.
Clinical scientists say they couldn't find specific backing for much of sports drink advertising, and much of what they could find, they characterize as flawed science.
Due to their often high calorie counts, these beverages are often not worth it for non-athletes.
I know what it tastes like. The championship, that's what's up. Yeah, one more drink and I'm done.
Plus, with those artificial dyes they add to create the drink's vibrant appearances, and the usual mounds of added sugar, you're more often than not just better off sticking with high-quality H2O. Number 8. Bran Muffins.
What would you like for breakfast, Johnny? Muffins! That's right!
While they seem harmless, they can add inches to your waistline and pounds to the scale if consumed on the regular. Don't let their plain appearance fool you. Depending on how they're made, bran muffins can pack as much sugar as a donut.
They're big, they have a lot of fat, and they have a lot of sugar. And that's because even though it sounds healthy and has some fiber, they put all that fat and sugar in there to make that bran muffin taste really good.
But the worst part of this seemingly smart snack? Portion size. Restaurant or store-bought bran muffins are often far bigger than those your grandmother made, and therefore the golden rule of moderation falls by the wayside.
Holy cow, that's a huge muffin! Where the heck did you find it?
Add an extra smear of jam or butter to the mix, and you've got one healthy-looking snack that is anything but. The smart alternative is to just make your own.
Oh, I got plenty of muffin, and muffin got plenty of me.
You can't beat a good muffin first thing in the morning.
Number 7. Smoothies.
Drinking a smoothie with no vegetable nutrition.
Strawberry banana.
Mixing some fruits and veggies in a blender seems like a healthy option for a quick snack or a vitamin-boosting beverage on the go. But be warned, depending on how they're made, these drinks can pack tons of calories and sugar that might not leave you feeling satisfied for long.
I think that blends up.
I don't know if it will.
Yes, the fruit's healthy, but added sugary fruit juice, scoops of sorbet, and frozen yogurt will all contribute to your waistline and cheat you out of nutritious vitamins to carry you through your day. You might even find that some ready-made versions pack as much of a caloric punch as soda. So making your own with low-fat ingredients is definitely the way to go.
And then we're gonna add a handful of greens, and you won't even taste them because of this beautiful kiwi.
Number 6. Dried fruit.
Now we got dried peaches, dried apricots, dried raisins, and dried prunes. You know, Mrs. Torrance, you gotta keep regular if you want to be happy.
But it's fruit. How bad can it be? Well, these bite-sized morsels are considered a healthy alternative to chips or candy. In reality, though, they're deceptive, as they can be full of preservatives and artificial sweeteners. Plus, since dried food is so easy to eat, you'll eat more. Have you ever considered eating a dozen apricots in one sitting?
I'm absolutely stuffed. Buggles. Just one.
Probably not, but you probably wouldn't hesitate to eat that many dried. Banana chips are the worst offenders, however, because they're often deep-fried like regular potato chips. You're better off grabbing fresh fruit next time you've got a craving for something sweet.
Dried fruit lacks water, so it can make you feel dehydrated. Hence, you will need to drink great amounts of water.
Number 5. Fat-free products.
Did you lose weight? Actually, I have been trying this new fat-free diet I invented. All I've had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and candy corns.
God, I wish I had your discipline.
Fat is bad, right? Then fat-free must always be a good thing. Well, neither of those statements is actually true. There are many healthy sources of fat, like avocados or salmon, which are necessary in a balanced diet. But of course, since a low-fat diet is preferred, fat-free foods must be a godsend, but they're not. Many products bearing this label are highly processed, with chemicals and artificial flavors inserted to amp up their taste.
It's not a cookie, it's a fat-free Newton. Fat-free? I'm sure we can wait him out.
Even worse, fat-free doesn't mean calorie-free, so it's best to educate yourself about their ingredients and nutritional properties to see if they're really worth eating.
Be careful of those fat-free chips. They cause anal leakage.
You cause anal leakage.
Says so on the bag.
Number 4. Energy bars. These packaged treats claim to be packed with vitamins and nutrition, but have been referred to as, quote, glorified candy bars by many of the world's leading voices in the health community. It's their use of unhealthy add-ons like white flour, saturated fats, and added sugars that make these so-called health foods unhealthy. Plus, most of them don't even boast as much fiber as you might think. One bar might satisfy a craving, but it can add an additional 400 calories to your day. Even as a pre-workout snack, it seems this health food is better left on the shelf.
Great! Looking large. Hey, you want the rest of my power bar?
No, I got a nitro bar.
How about an energy bar?
No, I got a muscle triplicator bar.
Okay.
Number 3. Cereal, granola.
Do you have any idea what breakfast cereal's made of? It's those little curly wooden shavings you find in pencil sharpeners.
Sure, we know those sugary cereals packed with marshmallows are unhealthy, but surely those brands filled with bran and grains make for a good start to your day? Well, our advice is always read the labels carefully for this go-to breakfast option.
6 yummy colors! Fruity yellow, berry purple, tasty orange, and blue berserple, berry green, and red Rudy Tooty!
These tricks taste mega fruity!
In many cases produced via a process that obliterates many of the grain's nutrients. Many cereals are also full of sugar and refined carbohydrates that will lead you on a one-way street towards a midday sugar crash. Granola, on the other hand, is relatively healthy in terms of its fiber, mineral, and vitamin contents, but it can pack a huge punch fat-wise, so moderation is key.
A circus of fun to eat, so you crinkle on down to the store for post-sugar rice crinkles, the greatest cereal treat on earth.
Number 2. Skim or low-fat milk.
I see you're drinking 1%. Is that because you think you're fat? Because you're not. You could be drinking whole if you wanted to.
Like fat-free products, skim and low-fat milk purport to be healthy options for those trying to lose weight and stay healthy. And some health nuts have vilified full-fat milk as an extravagance that has no place in a healthy diet.
If you take the fat out of yogurt or dairy, what's left? Sugar.
Yeah, right.
You're turning it into a sugar drink.
Okay.
Plus, the fats in dairy actually tell your fat cells, relax.
Yes.
We got it covered. You guys can let go and release some of your stores.
But be warned, regular milk may be healthier for you on the whole than its lower-fat counterparts. To produce many skim or low-fat milk brands, manufacturers add powdered milk to make it taste more like what you're used to. But that process adds cholesterol.
There's only one thing I hate more than lying. Skim milk, which is water that's lying about being milk.
Plus, important vitamins like A, D, E, and K are much more prominent in the full-fat variety. So, best to guzzle an ice-cold glass of whole milk to maximize the nutritional value.
At age 12, I weighed 319 pounds. I had bad skin, low self-esteem, and no self-respect. Now, I eat success for breakfast with skim milk.
Before we reveal our #1 pick, here are some honorable, or in this case, dishonorable, mentions.
A load of the pulp that has been carefully screened is added back into the juice to create the wholesome, authentic OJ with all the good stuff still in it.
With the reduced fat peanut butter, they're taking the healthy fats out of the peanut butter and replacing it with sugars, starches, salt. And because they add all those ingredients back in, you're not even really saving a lot of calories. They both have about 200 calories in a serving.
And stick them on top.
I really want some yogurt. Well, not exactly yogurt, but it has a taste of yogurt and also kind of look like yogurt.
#1, diet soda.
But it's true. You're quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil.
There's a rule of thumb that suggests you shouldn't drink your calories. Great advice. And diet soda is a great option to avoid wasting your daily caloric intake on liquid, right? Wrong. While sugar-free diet soda is an option for those with diabetes, it's best to be avoided by those of us without the disease because it boasts no redeeming health qualities. Worse than that, these drinks contain tons of additives, chemicals, and dyes that make the regular sugar-filled versions actually look like the better option, with consumption of diet soda linked to serious ailments like heart disease, strokes, and more. This is one so-called health food you should avoid at all costs.
Yeah, what is it good for?
Do you agree with our list? Which health foods do you avoid? For more health and wellness top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
That was terrific! Great, yeah! Best face! Fantastic! Yeah, it's really great! This speed, yeah.